Hello, my name is Victoria, and welcome to Traveling Along the Witch's Path. A little bit about this channel. It's actually going to be like a form of record keeping for my current spiritual journey. I was born and raised into a family of witches, but I did stray away from it for about 10 years in my late childhood to late teens because I was trying to find out who I was, what I believed, what I wanted out of life, where I wanted to go. So that type of thing. I was really learning about myself in those years, which is normal. But once I hit about 18, I decided that it was time to pretty much go home. I was tired of kind of feeling inadequate and not having a spiritual place for myself. And it's taken a lot of courage to kind of go back over the years and really look at myself in a lot of different ways. There for the longest time I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't, and that's going against my base nature. So at this point in my life, because I am a mother, I have two young children. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. I need to figure out what I believe and where I stand on spirituality. So I've committed to doing a year and a day study, figuring out if Wicca is really what I want to identify as, because I've always just identified as a witch. I practice witchcraft. I'm not a Wiccan. I don't practice Wicca. But it's just really going to be records of what I'm doing, where I am on my path, and everything like that, where I'm going. I also have a blog that is the same name, Traveling Along the Witch's Path, and that right now it really only has what I decided to do last night, starting yesterday, a weekly reading using my tarot cards to kind of get a feel for what that week has in store for me. And so that's really all it has right now in the blog section. It's going to have a lot of different things. I am an essay writer. I'm a writer in general, but I love writing essays. Just taking a bunch of information and making it cohesive together so that I know what I'm talking about. So it's going to have a lot of essays on it, a lot of information, pretty much like an online Book of Shadows, I guess. So, and I also have a Facebook page. That's the more informative of the 3 things that I have on this that I've created for this journey specifically. There are a lot of wonderful Facebook pages right now that I follow, and they have a lot of great posts, very informative posts, and that's going to be one of the things that I do is I'm going to share posts, tarot card of the day on that page, I'll probably post essays, very motivational things to inspire, things to kind of lift the spirits, because I know that journeying along a spiritual path, especially when you're unsure about things and you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to figure out what's true for you, it can be very dark sometimes. You can lose your way, and I don't want to use the term depressed, but that's the best way to put it. You can get pretty depressed, especially when you feel like things aren't going the way you think that they should go, or the way you want them to go. So I'm going to be doing a lot of motivational things on the Facebook page. I'm also a professional tarot reader. I guess because of where I work, we're all called psychics, so I'm kind of a psychic. I am intuitive and empathic, and I do use those 2 skills in a lot of my readings. I am also a medium, and I don't do a lot of professional medium work because I don't feel like I have the skill level to be a professional. I'm still working on developing my skills more and getting control of them. What else? I love crafting. I used to have a shop on Etsy. I shut it down because it's from my past, and I need to let go of my past because a lot of that was detrimental to my growth. So stepping away from that was a big step. But I do plan on opening another shop. It'll be under the same name as everything else for this journey. I make candles, I make jewelry, I'm doing astrology and numerology. I'm learning the intricacies of both of those sets of things. I do pendulum readings sometimes. I love working with the pendulum. But yes, that's a little bit about me and a little bit about the channel. I didn't want to make this video too long, and I've been struggling with making this video for probably the past 2 hours. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that we can help each other on our paths. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them, and I know that I'll be asking a lot of questions because I have a lot. So thank you so much once again, and namaste.